Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be filming an Empties video. I have a whole bunch of beauty products that I have used up over the past several months. I think it's been about 3 or 4 months since I filmed an Empties video, and since this bag is plumb full, I thought I would go ahead and film this for you guys today. So the first things, I'm just going to grab these out of here because I think, yeah, these are right on top. I have 3 different dry shampoos. These are all Batiste. I really like the fruity and cheeky cherry scent. I think that smells really good. So yeah, I used up 2 of those, and I just really like Batiste because it doesn't make your hair feel grimy or gross, and it does a really good job of soaking up like your oils, especially if you're using it like the day after you styled your hair to soak up the oil. So I just absolutely love that. This is their volumizing dry shampoo, and this one is a little bit more gritty than just like the regular Batiste. So a lot of times I would just use this on clean hair to give it a little bit more volume. I didn't really use this on second day hair. I would just use the regular Batiste, but I did really enjoy this to add like some volume to my hair, so I would definitely repurchase that. And of course I would always like repurchase my regular Batiste. This was like a little mini sample of the Big Sexy Hair Spray and Play. And I had bought this because like at the gym, like after I'd work out and then go to work, this was back when I was working out before work. Now I work out either after work or on my off days. I do like this hairspray. It keeps your hair in place all day. This is a very strong hold hairspray, so if you like a flexible hold, I don't think this would be your cup of tea, but it's definitely a good hard hold hairspray. So if you're like me and you have like really fine hair that needs something to hold it, like you need something strong to like hold it in place, this is a good hairspray for that. And then I also started using the Chi helmet head, and I think I may have mentioned this in maybe another Empties video in my last one, possibly. I don't remember. I just feel like I've mentioned it before. But this is like a super intense stronghold hairspray. This is my current favorite just because it is so stronghold, and I don't have a whole lot of issues with the nozzle getting super like gunked up and hard to use. Every once in a while it does, and then you have to take it off and clean it. But I only had to do that like maybe once or twice using this whole can of hairspray up. But yeah, this is one of my favorites, and I have already repurchased this and have another can in the bathroom. It's a 10 Miracle leave-in product, and this is my holy grail favorite leave-in product. This just helps get any tangles out of your hair. It's also a heat protectant, and I find that sometimes with me, I have a tendency to get static in my hair, and this keeps my hair from getting static electricity in it. I used up one of the Suave Tropical Coconut Nourishing Conditioners, and I like to use this for a shave cream. I don't really use it on my hair because I don't know. I used to like this on my hair, but I feel like they changed the formula and it's not exactly the same. So I mainly just use this for a shaving cream just because it's cheap and it lasts for a long time. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this again for like a shaving cream. And then I used up one of the Suave. This is one of their refreshing body washes in Ocean Breeze. And this one, and well, there's several scents that I like from Suave, but I would say that this one and probably the coconut one, those are my 2 favorite scents. Like, this just has a really fresh, clean smell to it. And I really like this because it is very affordable, but at the same time you get a really nice lather in the shower. Like, it feels like a thick gel, like it's not super runny or watery like some cheap shower gels can be. It's very similar to like the Bath & Body Works shower gels, so highly recommend this. Like I said, they have several different scents, but the Ocean Breeze and Coconut is my favorite. I'm just throwing my trash behind me and then I'll just pick it up after I get done filming because I have makeup just like strung out all over my table that I need to clean up. I used up 2 bars of Dove soap, And I use this to wash my makeup off at the end of the day. And I also like to use Dove soap to clean my makeup brushes. I also have like a Zote soap. It's supposed to be like a laundry like bar soap. It's a really big bar soap. If you've never seen it before, you can get it at Walmart. But the Zote soap is also really good for cleaning makeup brushes. And I absolutely love this for removing my makeup at the end of the day. It's very gentle. Sometimes I'll use coconut oil if I've like put a really heavy, like if I've used a lot of heavy makeup to help break it down, and then I use my Dove soap. So love that. Highly recommend Dove soap if you're looking for something affordable, but that will get your makeup off. I used up the Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume, and this is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. I don't know if Victoria's Secret still makes this. I would assume they do because this is one of their best sellers. But it just has a fresh, powdery, like girly scent to it. I like to use this, and it's a little floral. I like to use this a lot in the springtime just because it is, like, it does have a hint of floral to it, like, kind of like a peony scent. Like, I think this does have peony as one of the notes in the fragrance, but one of my all-time favorites. It's not super strong, or at least I don't feel like it is, so I need to pick up another one of those. I totally would repurchase that again. This is the VDL Expert Radiance Fix Mist, and this is one of my holy grail favorite like dewy setting sprays. I have not repurchased this yet. I just have so many makeup setting sprays right now that it just doesn't really make sense for me to go out and purchase this again. Not only is it going to make your makeup last for a long time and look dewy and luminous, but it also has really great ingredients for your skin. So it's like a skincare product as well. So I do really like this. Okay, apparently I had also used up another Dove soap, and sometimes I'll also use this in the shower to clean my body. Like if I don't feel like using the body wash, sometimes I'll just use this to use something more gentle. Speaking of body washes, I used up the Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works. This is one of my very favorite scents, especially for like fall, winter. So I guess this had just kind of rolled over to like spring because I hadn't used it all up, but it just has a nice warm vanilla scent to it. It can almost be a little sickening sometimes. It's like really strong. But that's why I like to use it in the fall winter months, just because I feel like when the weather is like more cool out, you can get away with wearing like stronger scents and it's not too overpowering. Where like in the summer, it's just like too much, like too strong. So love Bath & Body Works soaps, like body washes, so definitely always repurchasing those. Okay, I think these are all of the ones that I have, but I used up 3 of my Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence and SPF 50+, and this is my holy grail sunscreen. If you guys watch my channel, you know that this is a holy grail sunscreen for me. I use this every single day underneath my foundation. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. It doesn't cause my foundations to break down or break up. So highly recommend this. I will link down below where I get this. I get it off of Amazon because it is made and sewed in Japan. So like, you know, it comes from Japan even though it's sewed on Amazon, if that makes sense. I mean, I know that Amazon's kind of like that. Like all of the writing on the back is in Japan. So, or is in Japan, is in Japanese. That just made me sound so stupid. Okay, so I used up a couple of makeup remover wipes, and I never use these for my face really. I mean, sometimes I would use this Almay one on my face because I find that with this is their gentle, oil-free, so basic makeup remover cleansing towelettes. And these are super gentle. These don't irritate me. The only downfall to these is they're kind of expensive for the amount that you get. But yeah, so I would recommend these for your face. These were like limited edition Wet n Wild makeup removers. This is from the Pump collection, Hit the Showers. These were not good for removing makeup off of your face. I used them to either remove swatches, and they were good at the gym, like to wipe like your armpits or something like that after you got done working out, because it did have like a cooling effect with them. like it had some sort of like mint or menthol type of stuff in it. I don't know if it says on here, but it just felt really refreshing on your body. So, I mean, if you are interested in these are good for your body, but not for your face. They're too, I don't know, with the mint, I didn't like putting that on my face. There are some things in here that I'm throwing out because I did not like. So this Almay Smart Shade Concealer, this was like a tone adjusting concealer. And I did try to use this different ways, like with my finger, with the sponge. I just did not like it. I did not like the color on it. It always, even though it was supposed to adjust, like it always had like a little bit of like a white tint to it. And I just didn't feel like it covered very well. So, and I know it looks brand new, but that's just because I stuck it back into the packaging. Because I thought I was going to take it back, but I never did. So I'm just going to throw that out or give it to someone else. I'll put it in like my declutter box and see if anybody else wants it, because I literally only used it like maybe 3 times. But yeah, I don't recommend that. I don't think it's very good. So I just have 2 of my Ultra Repair Face Moisturizers. Just like that Biore sunscreen, this is my Holy Grail Daily Moisturizer. So I highly recommend this stuff because it is very moisturizing, but at the same time, it seeps into your skin. It's not irritating. It's very lightweight. I just absolutely love it. Then I used up one of the First Aid Beauty Pure Face Cleansers. Sometimes I will use this when I just kind of want a break from my Dove soap, or, you know, I just want to like switch it up. This is really good. It's not irritating for sensitive skin, and it does a really good job of removing makeup. So, and this is also good if you have like a Clarisonic or something like that. I haven't used my Clarisonic in a while, but whenever I do, I like to use this cleanser with it. For the longest time, I was like afraid to use these from First Aid Beauty. These are the facial radiance pads, and they're supposed to help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. And it says that they're alcohol-free and safe for sensitive skin. But I think because they were like radiance pads or like toners, I was afraid to use them because I was afraid they're going to be too irritating or like dry my skin out. But these did not do that at all. If you want like that super squeaky clean skin and you like using a toner, I think you would really enjoy these. Like I said, I didn't have issues with them breaking my skin out or making my skin dry. I would definitely consider buying these again if I felt like I needed like a toning product. Most of the times I don't feel like I need that, but they were nice and I did enjoy them. I used up 2 of these Lancome skincare products. This is their Advanced Genifique Concentrate Youth Activating, or their Youth Activate Concentrate. And I absolutely love this stuff. I kind of go in my phases with it where I'll use it like religiously every night, and then I'll kind of like stop using it for a while, and then I'll go back to using it again. I'm kind of in my phase right now where I'm not using it. I do have another bottle of this in my bathroom, but I'm not really using it right now. But I like to use this like after you wash your face. You're supposed to use this before you use your moisturizer. And it just helps to, at least in my case, what I find that it does for me is that if I have like little like bumps on my skin, it gets rid of those like little, just like kind of like not clogged pores necessarily, like not acne, but just like, you know how your skin gets kind of gunked up from makeup a little bit sometimes. I find that it just helped like the texture of my skin, and I did feel like it helps to make like wrinkles a little bit less visible. Like it helps to kind of plump your skin up a little bit. So I really do enjoy this. I think it's really good. I mean, I know that this stuff is super pricey and really expensive, but this stuff lasted me forever. Like I think it almost lasted me like 8 or 9 months, maybe longer than that. But like I said, I kind of went in my phases with it where I would use it sometimes and then sometimes I wouldn't. But I did really enjoy that, and I do recommend it. With this is their Advanced Genifique Eye Cream. This is like the Youth Activating Eye Cream. And I absolutely love this stuff. I highly recommend it if you do have fine lines underneath your eyes. it just does a good job of plumping that area. I mean, it's not gonna make the fine lines like go away, but I find that when I use this on a regular basis, like every night before bed, that it does help to make my under eyes like more hydrated and a little bit more plumped up, so my fine lines don't look as visible. But I will say, since I have started my fitness journey and I have been working out and doing like cardio 3 days a week, that with the sweat, I guess, I feel like it's really been hydrating my face, and I feel like my fine lines are getting less visible from just sweating, and I haven't been using this as much. So there is a skincare tip: exercise and sweat, and that will help to make your fine lines like not look as visible. Or at least it has in my case. So I used up the Big Sexy Push Up Instant Volume. This is their thickening finishing spray. And I kind of use this the same way I would use that Batiste volumizing dry shampoo. You just spray it in at your roots. You could also use this if you like tease your hair to help give your hair a little bit more texture. I did find that it gave me a little bit of volume, but like this or like that Batiste volumizing dry shampoo, it's not like it gives my hair like crazy volume or anything like that. It just kind of helps to give my hair a little bit more texture. So I did enjoy this, and I would consider buying it in the future. But if I had to pick between this or that Batiste like volumizing dry shampoo, I would buy that over this, just because I felt like it looked about the same, and I know that Batiste is like cheaper than this stuff. I have some mascaras. We're like starting to get to the bottom now. Okay, so I have 4 mascaras. This one I did not use up. I just did not like this, so I decided to get rid of it. This is the Physicians Formula Lash Mixologist. I just felt like it didn't really do well. Yeah, I didn't feel like it did much for my lashes, like the lengthening side, and then I think the volumizing side just like clumped my lashes together, so I just wasn't a fan of this. So if you have lashes that are like mine, or if you tend to like mascaras that I like, don't get this, because you will not like it. And then the other 3 mascaras that I used up, I did enjoy all of these. So this is the NYX Worth the Hype Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. And I will say that before I started using the Grande Lash MD, and my lashes weren't as long, I didn't really enjoy this as much. But after I started using the Grande Lash and my lashes like grew and got longer, I actually really enjoy this now. It just makes my lashes look really long. I don't really find it to be a super volumizing mascara. Sorry, I feel like that car is really loud. I just find it to be a really lengthening mascara, but it has a really big, like regular bristle type of brush. Like I feel like the brush on this kind of reminds me of like Benefit Bad Gal or something like that. Not that I've ever used that mascara, but I've seen, you know, pictures of it and people use it on YouTube, and I feel like it's kind of similar, like the way the brush looks. But yeah, if you like a really lengthening mascara, I think you would enjoy this. And the same goes for the Wet n Wild Mega Length. This was also a really good lengthening mascara for me. This is what the brush looks on. This is what the brush looks like on the Wet n Wild mascara. This is a rubberized brush. The only problem that I found with this Wet n Wild mascara is I felt like it didn't last me very long. Like I felt like it dried up really quick, or I used it up really quick. So I don't know if it kind of has a little bit less product in it than most mascaras. It doesn't look like it, because it says it comes with 0.21 fluid ounces, and both of these other mascaras, well, the Flower Beauty, the Warrior mascara has 0.35. So I don't know, maybe this did have slightly a little less mascara than other mascaras, but yeah, that was the only downfall, is I just felt like it dried up too quick. But I would repurchase both of these again. I do like these. And then the Lash Warrior mascara, the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior, absolutely love this. This did a really good job of giving my lashes volume and length. and it reminded me a lot of like my Maybelline Lash Sensational kind of combined with the CoverGirl Lash Blast, like the way that the brush was and the way that made my lashes look. So really enjoyed this mascara. Towards the end it started to get a little bit dried out and started to flake, but before that it was perfectly fine and I absolutely loved it. So, and speaking of the Garron de Leche MD, I did finally use this tube up. Like, it took me forever to go through this, and like there would be times that I would use it and I would think, oh, like the brush doesn't have anything on it. Like, I swear, like it still has stuff on it. Like, I might just keep this and continue to try to use it, like, because you don't need much of the product on your lashes to get it to work. You just need a small amount. The key with this stuff is to use it every single night, and after 3 or 4 months you will see your full results. But I will say I've been using this stuff now for over a year, and I feel like my lashes did grow even longer after the 4 months. But you do have to use it every single night, because if you stop using it, once your lashes shed, because your lashes go through like a growth cycle just like your brows or like your hair on your head, once they fall out and new ones grow in, if you stop using this, the new ones that grow in won't get as long as the old ones, because they're not, if you stopped using this, if that makes sense. So like over time your lashes would just go back to their normal length if you stop using it. So yeah, I do really like that stuff. Highly recommend it if you're looking for something that's going to make your lashes grow and get super long, because that stuff really works. This I'm throwing out because it dried up. I don't know if I left the lid off of it or what happened, but this is the Loreal Silky something. I don't know how to pronounce it. Silkissime pencil liner, and this is in the color Cobalt Blue. I really did like the color of this, but it's working now. I swear whenever I went to use it one day it was like dried up. Maybe it just needed the cap to go back on it. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it then. If it's, I thought it was dried up, but it's definitely not, so we'll keep that. That'll definitely go really well with like my Blue Moon palette from ColourPop, which is what I use to do this makeup look. And if you're curious about this makeup look, I'm not for sure if the video is up yet. It should be, but I did a 3 looks 1 palette. This is one of the looks. So I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen that tutorial yet. Okay, another hairspray that I used up, another mini one, and this is the Tresemme Extra Hold, the Trays 2 hairspray. And I do like this for like a cheaper, this isn't like super strong hold, it's just like kind of strong hold. So I do like this, but if I want like a super extreme hold hairspray, I'm gonna use like that the Big Sexy hairspray that I showed you, or like the Chi one. So I do like this, and I feel like most people would probably prefer this hairspray because it does hold well, but it's a little bit more flexible. Okay, I used up these Almay eye makeup remover pads. Love these for removing eye makeup, and also for like cleaning up any fallout like before you do your foundation, if you do your eyeshadow first. These are super gentle around the eye area, not irritating at all, so I would repurchase these. I feel like just like the makeup remover wipes might be kind of expensive for the amount that you get, but if you do have really sensitive eyes or really sensitive skin and you're looking for something that's not going to irritate you, I highly recommend these. Some Almay stuff that I was not a super big fan of. So I had bought these 2 products whenever I was filming my One Brand Almay makeup tutorial, which I posted more at the beginning of this year. I had picked up this Make Them Jelly Highlight Illuminator, and I did not like this because this was just like straight up glitter. I know it probably doesn't look like it on camera, but like on your cheeks it just looked like glitter. It didn't even look like a highlight. So if you like a super glittery looking highlight, maybe you would really like this. This might be good for like festival makeup or something like that. But for like an everyday basis, this was just not my cup of tea. So I should have taken it back, but I didn't, so I'll be throwing that out or seeing if somebody else wants it. And then their Almay CC Luminous Primer. I did not like this because it made, I'm trying to remember why I didn't like it, but I think it made my skin feel like it was too drying, and I think it left kind of like a white-ish cast on my face because it has sunscreen. I'm not real sure, but it just wasn't really illuminating or like moisturizing enough for me. So I should have taken that back, but didn't. So that was another thing that if you like the same things that I like, you probably would not like that because it's not moisturizing enough. I decided to get rid of this bronzer, and I might see if my friend April, her channel is Wanna Makeup, I might see if she wants this bronzer because I think she likes this. I don't really care for this one. This is the Maybelline City bronzer. I think at one point I did kind of like this, but I was using it over like 1 week. I was like testing my stuff out, and I was testing this out, and I just did not like the way it looked. Like it got patchy on me throughout the day, and I don't know, I just wasn't a fan. So I'll see if she wants this. I used up one of my very favorite concealers, and this is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. I did notice the other day at Walmart that they did not have this anymore, and they had repackaged this concealer. It doesn't, I don't think it says Better Skin anymore, but it's like the Superstay concealer. Maybe it does still say Better Skin, but it's totally repackaged. It's completely different. It's kind of like, if I can find it, it's kind of in a packaging like the Revlon Candid concealer. So once I use up my other Superstay Better Skin concealer, I'll have to pick up that new one and see if it's similar, or maybe I could go ahead and pick it up and like do a video comparing them. But yeah, so I used this up. This has just been one of my holy grail concealers for a very long time. It is very similar to the Revlon Candid. This one's just a little bit more yellow undertoned, but the coverage on these are very similar. Like it's more of a medium coverage, and it doesn't set, like this doesn't settle in fine lines or wrinkles, neither does this one. I can either set it or not set it, and it stays in place all day. So I absolutely love this, and I'm kind of sad that they repackaged it. Hopefully it's the same, but we'll see. I used up one of the Wet n Wild makeup sponges, and I just repurchased a new one yesterday. So once this Flower Beauty one starts to fall apart, I'll start using the Wet n Wild one. This one is starting to kind of break and stuff, so, or you know how they get after a while. So I probably will be busting into that Wet n Wild one soon. But this is like holy grail status makeup sponge. It is super affordable. It's like $3 and some change at Walmart, and it's shaped like the Beauty Blender and the Real Technique sponge because it has like this flat side. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's really good for blending out concealer or blending out foundation around your nose. And then with the larger end, it's really good for blending out the foundation all over your face. So highly recommend this sponge if you haven't tried it. And then I used one of the First Aid Beauty coconut water cream like moisturizer things. This was just like a sample. I do really like this. This is very lightweight and very moisturizing. So a lot of times I would pair this with my moisturizer if I wanted extra hydration. But if you have oily skin, or if you don't need a lot of moisture, I think this would be really good for you to use on its own, because like I said, it was very moisturizing, but at the same time it really like seeped into your skin. I like the way it smells. Like it definitely smells like coconut. And yeah, it's almost like a gel sort of formula. So yeah, really liked this. It says helps hydrate, smooth, and recharge. And it says it's safe for sensitive skin, which I didn't have any issues with it irritating my skin. So yeah, I used up a Benefit Gimme Brow. Y'all know that this is one of my holy grail brow gels, and I use shade 3, and I've already repurchased that. I decided to throw out the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I don't have much of this left, and I had it for a while, and I've kind of moved on to other primers, so I just decided to get rid of it because I wasn't really using it and it just had a little bit left. Another product that I decided I did not like, another thing I should have taken back but didn't. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect loose setting powder, and I had several of you guys tell me how much you love this powder, but for me, I just did not like it. I felt like it just made my foundations look too matte and too cakey. I think this would be a really good powder for somebody with oily skin. Maybe I need to get the translucent because I picked up the shade Light. Maybe with it being a tinted powder, maybe that's why I didn't like it. Maybe I'd like translucent better. But yeah, so I didn't really enjoy that too much. And then I decided to get rid of this lipstick. I had actually used this in one of my more recent videos. It was in the video where I compared the Alter Ego Goddess palette with the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And in that video, I said that I liked this color, and I do like it when I first apply it. But there's something about this shade that after it sits on your lips for a while, it like oxidizes and gets even brighter. And it's one of those lip colors that it like stains your lips like a bright hot pink. So I wanted this lipstick to stay more true to color, like just coral. But I just don't like the way it looks on my lips as I wear it throughout the day. So I'm just going to be getting rid of this. I'll probably put this in like my my declutter box and see if any of my friends might like this. Those were all of the beauty products that I have used up over the past 3 months. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I hope that you found it helpful or entertaining. If you did enjoy this, or if you do enjoy Empties, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep filming these for you guys. And yeah, I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.